it's not weird, but I never really like introduced myself on this channel, so I figured I'm gonna do a monthly vlog, literally only monthly, so it shouldn't be that bad. So January started off and I was in Florida, where I'm from, which was really, really nice to see because as I'm getting older and I go to school in Canada, seeing family has been so essential for my well-being, and I never thought it'd be like that. But no, I always saw myself as someone who's like super independent and can just do it all by myself. But as I got older, yeah, I just realized that, you know, seeing my family is really, really important, and I kind of need that. So I literally just relaxed and chilled and just didn't do anything, but it was the best nothing of my entire life. Like, I love doing nothing, but also seeing people I love that I don't really get to see all the time. Because in high school, I was so eager to leave. Like, all me and my friends are like, not all of me and my friends talk about, but, you know, like, all we inspired to do was just get out of our town because it was just so not like me in the aspect of like, it was so boring. Like, you think seaside town in Florida, people would love it. Oh, it's warm, there's a beach, but like, I grew up there. I'm looking over the beach. I was just thinking like, I need to get out of here, and I flew and went to school 1,000 miles away, not knowing that like I would come home twice a year only. It's really cool. I don't know. As in January, for the first time ever in my life, I lost a damn job. Huh? Me? No. So, I'm not gonna say where this was because I'm not trying to get clocked or anything, but I'm mad. Well, like, okay, let me just start how it happened. I was at work one day, and for the past month or so, I would say, I've been told just to clean the sales or like go man the fitting room because that's basically all I knew, because cash register was really fucking annoying because I was asked to like sign up people to like some membership program. I was like, people don't need this shit. At that job, I was pretty good at sales until I didn't care anymore. And then I was like, huh, sales make themselves. I don't need to help. I don't need to help. Which is a kind of bad mentality. But you know, it was been 6 months into the job. I was just completely over it. I wanted to change. But I didn't know I did. Until this one girl came up. And she was like, Jessica, I've noticed. What? I literally was like, what? What do you mean? It's like, well, like, you're less happier than you used to be when you first started. I just want to see if you're okay. And I'm just like, oh my God, seriously? Seriously? I didn't know this. And I was like, oh, really? Well, yeah, I made up some bullshit lie, being just like, oh, I don't know, who knows, whatever. And then that day I literally came home crying. Because you know when like people ask like, hey, you okay? And you're like, kind of not really. It's kind of hard to say, not really, without bursting into tears. So as soon as I fucking left that day, I was in tears. And it was so weird because like I was telling my boss like, hey, like I have to go home for Christmas break because I'm in Toronto and I go home in Florida every Christmas because I see them twice a year. Like, this is my family, I'm gonna see them. And I thought it was fine because other people were going home at that time too, because like people lived in like UK and far other places too. They're like, yeah, I'm going home for Christmas. But the difference between me and them, if they told the other girl, no, don't go, because we can't rehire you again. But when I asked, she's like, well, I don't know, like, we'll see, we can't guarantee anything. And I was like, okay, I don't care, because I'm going anyway, so if you can't guarantee, I'm guaranteeing you that I'm gone. Like, I'm going to Florida. So I would like a guarantee back, if you know what I mean. And she's like, well, we'll never know, we'll email you, like, and see if you can come back and when you want to return. I'm like, okay, fine. Never fucking got that email. And it's been like weeks, and I was just like so mad at myself because I was like, I should have known. I should have been looking for jobs. I'm mad. I'm broke. How am I gonna pay rent? Thanks a lot. She just told me I was fired. You could have saved me time, saved you time. But no, 2 weeks go by, and then I finally get the email like, oh, I don't know, we can hire you back in February, but we're on a hiring freeze for January, so you can't come back. What kind of big ass lie is this? I always have this around. In January, bitch, I did so much art. I realized that art calms me down so much, and when I don't do art, my life goes here, down here. Not even lying. Like, it's just so important to me. I don't know. It's funny to think about in high school that I didn't do art pretty much at all. I was watching a YouTube video on an artist trying to teach like really bad art techniques to like younger artists, and she's basically getting roasted, being like, you can't teach these art techniques because you really have to start from the beginning and taking art seriously. You have to start with the basics. And I was like, okay, I've been doing art for a year, maybe 2-3 years, and I never really studied the basics because I always thought like, okay, I'll just draw and learn from there. And I was like, okay, no, this is changing now. And at the end of the video, she recommended a bunch of books to like start reading. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read books. And that's exactly what I did. In January, I think I finished or started Bert Dodson's First Things. Like, okay, like, so you never really drawn before. This is how to start. And I really appreciated it. Obviously, I've been drawing. Like, I've been painting all this stuff like for maybe past 6 months ago. Like, I've done things before, but it was just good to get the basics down. And I did a lot of art while doing so. Like, here, it's a lot of it. And I really appreciate it. And then I also found another video giving a bunch of assignments to do, and like how to replicate art school. And I was like, okay, let me do these assignments. Those assignments are fucking hard. Like, they were really hard. I think I only got like 2 done so far. But first was like 4 basic life drawings, and then it was painting like a face every day to see how you improve. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this art, let me put it all on one document. So I made this big PowerPoint and was like, okay, whatever I do, put it in here. So like whenever I look back on this year, I could have all my art stuff just there. And I thought that was really smart because I was just really dedicated to making sure like this was the best I could be. But I realized I wasn't doing any like freehand, like just paint anymore, because that's what I really love doing. Like, let me get my favorite painting out. This was my favorite painting I've ever done. I think she's the cutest ever. But I haven't done anything like her in forever, and I'm mad about it. So hopefully in the next month, I can dedicate myself to doing more personal pieces. Because, yeah, you can learn all the basics you want to, but if you're not actually putting the knowledge that you're learning to work, it's just going out the window. So hopefully I do that. Because You can only focus on perspective and the basics and anatomy all you want to, but if you don't actually do it, like don't actually make art, you're just studying. Do the work. And then do some art that you actually like doing. And if you want to follow what I'm doing, I'm going to leave a link to the PowerPoint that I'm doing so far so you can follow along what I'm doing. And I'm going to leave links to like the books that I'm reading, because the books you recommended in the YouTube video, a lot of it actually was free on PDFs. I'm sorry, artists, like, I love you, I will support you, but like at that time I was very broke, and if I saw a free PDF of the book, I'm going to download it. And I just put it onto my iPad on the Books app and then start reading from there. And then I can read it like pretty much anywhere I go, because I usually have my iPad or at least my phone on me. And most of the drawings I did were just basics, things that you would have done like any art class. So here's that. It was pretty good, I would say. Like, I had a lot of momentum in the beginning, and I'm gonna make sure I keep doing this because I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Now in January, I realized something very big that really changed my life, and it was Ikigai, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's basically a formula to happiness.
For happiness. See, the Japanese have a concept called Ikigai, which roughly translates into a reason for being. And in order for you to be happy, you need to spend your time doing something with Ikigai.
Of course, Japanese made, and I love that. And I'm gonna try to demonstrate to you on how I figured it out. Okay, so first off with, usually everyone has love in their life. It could be with family, friends, significant other, basically whatever brings you happiness, whatever brings a smile to your face. People who are around you that you care about. That's what's the first step is. Usually people already have that, so it's not, especially me. I have many people that I love in my life that I really care for. What you're good at. Now, what you're good at, usually for me, is like my art. That's what I spend time on, what I do in my spare time, what I put time and effort into doing. And that usually starts with these two mixing together, making passion. I have passion in my life. I love making art. That's what I'm good at. At least, I mean, that's what I kind of think I'm good at. What you get paid for. What brings you money. Usually everyone has a job, and you're gonna need one to pay the bill. So if you live in a big city, like I do, beep, beep. You need money to live here. So you have to think of how much money you need to make to live in the city that you live, or whatever country, whatever. And if you mix what you're good at, what you get paid for, if you have those two, you have a profession. The last step is what the world needs. Now, this usually is like charity, donations. These are things that people usually don't do, but it's actually really helpful for you, so you can feel fulfilled in your life and actually contributing to society. And if you have love and what the world needs, you have a mission, because you're not getting paid. Once you have all four, you have Ikigai, which is a reason for living. What I am is, I think I have a passion. I love doing it, and I'm good at it. It's a skill I can work towards, but am I getting paid for it well? No. Is it what the world needs? Not really. I could contribute more. And until I get these two steps, I won't have it yet. But I'm looking for ways to volunteer and get paid for what I love doing. That's something I really hope I have in 2019, so it'd be nice to look into that. Cocoon Jess is back in the building. And I'm here to tell you, to report that I got a new job. And it's amazing. I'm a stylist at this super nice place. And literally I'm dressing people for galas and charity events and weddings and birthday parties. And literally people I've dressed have gone to the Oscars. Like, I am so glad that it happened because I just honestly feel way more inspired at this job. Everyone there is super nice and beautiful and amazing. And I'm just like, I'm so happy to be here. And it's a great way to close out January because it was amazing to me. It was tough in the beginning, but it was great at the end. And I hope February is just as amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna play some clips from the end of January that I decided really need to be put in this video. And bye for now.